What's up, everybody? Welcome to AEW Uncensored. Today I am solo. Alan is on his summer vacation. Howard Stern, aka the teacher, Big Dubs couldn't join me. He has work today, so he couldn't join me either. Um, and I put the word out. Nobody else said they would hop on, so solo. That's all right though, because I have a lot of shit I kind of want to get off my chest. So before we start, you know, if you disagree with some shit we say on this show, feel free to hit the link in the description, the Skype link, send us a message, and come on the show with us. You know, we'd love to hear your side, your point of view, your thoughts versus what we're saying about something. We offer you the platform to say it and do it, and you know, send us a message. We'd love to hear from you. So that's number one. Number two, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell, hit the thumb, please. If you're listening, watching right now, whatever you're doing, hit the thumb, hit the like, share it, be it Facebook or YouTube. We are always live every Sunday at 3:05 Eastern on YouTube and Facebook now. So also uncensoredalliance.com. You find everything we do there. You check us on email at AEW Uncensored Podcast at gmail.com. AEW Uncensored Podcast on Facebook. Throw that in the search bar. The page and the group will come up. Like the page, join the group. We're on all third-party podcast applications. Also on Google Podcasts, Deezer, TuneIn, Stitcher, iHeart and of course iTunes. Please write us a review on iTunes. That's huge for us. And like I mentioned at the top of the show, link in the description to get with us on Skype. That's how we do the show. We do the show through Skype. So if you want to get on the show, voice your opinion about something that went on AEW that week, or voice your opinion on our opinions, or whatever. You know, if you went to the show and you want to call in and say how the show was live, we'd love that. So pretty much that's it, man. Just that's it for promotions. Um, Shout out to everybody who's usually here. Kenny, I don't know where you've been. We miss you, bro. John, shout out to you. You're always here. George out in Australia, shout out to you, brother. I know your timing with the show is a little very early, actually, and then you got work. So shout out to you. Hopefully you're still out there. And, Alan, enjoy your day off. Well, Alan's going to be off probably for like the next 3 weeks after this, I think. So I don't even know. I do everything by the seat of my pants. So I just I go with the flow. I'll forget, and then he'll be on, and I would think I would be solo or whatever. So I don't really keep track of shit like that. Yeah. So there's Eddie. Eddie was on Facebook, but moved over to YouTube. Yeah, I can't see Facebook right now because I have to use my phone. This is when I'm solo. I have to literally Skype myself, which is in order to record it. So record the audio. So yeah. Um, Hopefully anybody on Facebook, shout out to you guys. Please drop a comment if you're watching on Facebook, so I could check it out later. Love to hear from you and see that you're listening on Facebook. We're really trying to grow that side. I know we share a lot of our stuff on Facebook, but this is probably like our fifth or sixth week going live on Facebook. So we'd love to hear that you're there. So drop something in the comments. Let us know you're there. And we love all you, of course. So thank you for that. I don't know if I could even multitask because I only, my phone is open one thing. I need my notes on my tablet. So I can't even, I don't know if I could even watch, I don't even know if I could watch, what you call it here. Let me see. Yeah, I mean, I guess I could. I don't really need to watch the screen since Alan ain't here. End up talking to myself or whatever. So, let me see. Let me see if I can get on this. So I want to start the show off. We kind of brushed on it. I believe last week we brushed on it was Tony Khan and Max Caster, the whole scenario there. So, little disappointed that Tony Khan has taken that stance of um, suspending him. The rumor is he suspended him for 2 months. I don't know if that's true. I mean, that's just rumors. I don't know who put it out there, but the reality is, I just think it's ridiculous that he's that he's yeah, we got a comment on Facebook already. Blocked and reported. Cool, bro. Good for you, buddy. Um, so I don't think that he deserves being suspended for 2 months. Number one, number two, you got to think that Tony Khan knows what's going on. Like I'm sure they run these lines through Tony Khan or whatnot. I doubt that he just goes out there blind. So in some way, I think it's Tony Khan trying to save face, and him and Caster probably he got with Caster and probably said, "Listen, we have to do this." But sensitivity training suspended for 2 months. Come on, man. I mean, once Max Caster comes back, he's gonna be he's literally gonna be fucking castrated. You know what I mean? Like he's not gonna be able to um he's not gonna be able to have that same heat that he had before because he's got to worry about what he says and what goes on. So now when he does come back, what do you do with him? Because you've castrated him and taken away the thing he gets the best heat with. Yes, he's a decent wrestler. He's still young, still learning. But, I mean, everybody knows that listens to this. I love Max Caster's raps. I love his lines. I think he comes up with some sharp shit that really cuts deep. And I think that's part of what makes him great. What makes it great. So you now take that away from him. You're neutering him. So what do you do? I mean, to me, it's like Tony Khan is just cucking out at this point. There's no real sense that, this wasn't some national thing. I don't. It was a YouTube thing. It wasn't even on TNT. He said similar, if not worse, shit in the past. Um, you know, um, this didn't gain national attention or anything to that nature. So I just think it's kind of a cuck move to just no heat, and there's no national heat, and you take a stance like this. And the other thing is, how about you just take a fucking stand? Just take a fucking stand. Why does everybody have to fold under some kind of pressure? Like, stop folding under the pressure. You know, I mean, I don't know. It just, if you want PG, if you want G or PG, just be G or PG then. All right. That's my opinion. I didn't think he said anything too wild. I mean, is it really wild? I mean, he criticized Simone Biles. He mentioned the Duke lacrosse team who was exonerated. He mentioned the test for COVID. He mentioned the and he made jokes about Hart there. So Julia Hart. So I don't know. I mean, I have a fucked up sense of humor. You hear my mouth. I got a shit mouth. Um, I don't even talk about half the shit I would talk about on this. What I do in person, like in regular life. This podcast, I tried pretty hard not to fuck around too much, because you don't want to fuck with people one side or another, or sensitive people versus people who are loose-lipped, and so I try to be as down the middle as possible. Sometimes it gets a little frustrating and hard. So, but anyway, moving on from that. That was just a little rant I wanted to get on. Really, when I first heard he got suspended for 2 weeks, I was almost gonna do a hot tag with Alan, but Alan's all about, like, how about this day and this time and this time and that day, and I'm like, dude, if I'm gonna do it, I want to just fucking, while I'm heated, just get it done, do a quick fucking, go ripping, throw the flames on, whatever. So anyway, let's get the Dynamite now. Shout out for the Bobby Eaton memorial in the beginning. Really appreciate that. Bobby Eaton was a great wrestler. Midnight Express. I mean, shit, man. Dangerous Alliance. the Alabama Jam. Like that was, I liked Bobby Eaton a lot. I really enjoyed him as a wrestler, and he was with the blue. What is it? The fuck was their name? The Blue Bloods, I believe. It's been so long, but it was him and oh my god. Anyway, I'm fucking blanking on his name. He does NXT. He's like the NXT talent guy right now. Why can't I fucking? Anyway, I'm blanking on his name. Don't ask me why. William Regal. Yeah. So he was William Regal. So that's great that they gave him the little memoriam there in the beginning. I really appreciate that as a longtime fan, and you know Bobby Eaton's pretty much beloved all over pro wrestling circles. So shout out to them for that. First off, we get a promo with MJF. The one takeaway I took from this was the nice little shot he took at Wardlow for losing the cage match against Cody. So that was pretty funny. Poor Wardlow, the guy, the guy's out there busting his ass, and of course MJF being the cocky jerk off that he is, So real quick, let me see. John says, welcome to a world run by snowflakes. Can't say anything. It's fucking true, man. I mean, as much politics as I'm trying not to fucking do, it's so hard anymore not to just fucking fight back against certain things. But yeah, it's tough, man. I mean, it's hard to not be able to say anything. Yeah, Eddy says he's gonna have his lines be pre-approved beforehand. I have a feeling they pre-approve his lines. I just feel like Tony Khan, like I think afterwards there was a little more buzz than he's used to, probably on Twitter and on forums and shit and Facebook and stuff like that. So I think he just fucking cucked out and just got ahead of the game instead of just letting shit happen. Who knows? I don't. It's kind of just kind of sucks. Just Simon. If I knew you were around, bro, you could have joined me, bro. I did put it in the group chat. So, all right, moving on. We had the Elite versus Seidel and Dante Martin. I gotta say, man, Dante Martin is fun to watch. That fucking kid is smooth, and he's like, isn't he like 19 or something right now? I don't even fucking know. Simon says he was on the Facebook stream alone. Now, I appreciate it, man, because we're trying to grow that, so it's nice. I mean, even if you chat on there or whatever. I'm kind of bouncing back and forth now. I don't know. I fucking expanded this stupid fucking app, and now I can't unexpand it, so I could try to go side by side. But whatever. I'll just I'll bounce back and forth in between the two. And so yeah. So I'm really impressed with Dante Martin. I got to say, his brother's smooth as shit too. So that's always it's always fun to. It's always fun to see them guys. And I guess his brother's injured. That's why he's been doing some solo stuff. All right. The match was good. It was worked well, pretty clean. Christian at the end comes out and tells Cody he'll be Cody. What the fuck? I don't know why I have Cody here. I don't remember Cody. All right. Anyway, he says he'll be wrestling. Oh, okay. I tells Kenny, not Cody. He tells Kenny he'll be wrestling him on Rampage for the Impact title. And Kenny was Kenny here. I thought was gold. He's like when the fans were chanting Jungle Boy's music, he goes, were you saying oh, or were you saying no, 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 no? So I fucking thought that was brilliant. I really got a kick out of that. I mean, Kenny's killing it, man. Anybody who says Kenny's not killing it is out of their fucking mind. That's factual right there. He just, I mean, he's just playing this role so good. So that fucking part really popped me. I thought that was one of the better parts of the show, honestly, like that little segment right there. So moving on, we had a Malachi Black video, so that was pretty dope. I mean, that looked great. That was great, well put together. I really have liked so far what they've done with him since he's come in. A quick stomp into Cody. Um, Cody finally didn't fucking go over on this guy. It was the first time I seen him wrestle. I thought he looked great in the ring, so that's promising. A lot of you guys, I know you're listening to me going, we know he's good. I listen. I don't watch WWE, man. I don't watch NXT. I only watch AEW. So for me, it was it was good to get a look at him. So next up we had Miro cuts a promo and he says Fuego del Sol will be challenging him on Rampage for the TNT title. Now this will be for the title and a shot to earn a contract with AEW. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I was blocked and reported. It was pretty funny though, Eddie. Yeah. Like it's the first comment on the on the chat on Facebook was blocked and reported by Teddy Love Lamoureux. He sounds Canadian. So we know how soft Canadians are. Um, no offense, Canadians. I'm just fucking around. That's I was saying about my, that's there you go. That's one of my things. So next up we had Darby versus Danny Garcia. Now this Danny Garcia is this guy that came out with this 2.0 or whatever the fuck their names are. The one. So from what I watched of this, I didn't watch it all tightly. It was decent. It was a decent match. Sting at the end with the suplex on the ramp was pretty cool to see. Everybody says Sting's back. So when you see stuff like that, you start to go, oh, this is great. Like he's doing more than you expected of him, So, it was just cool. It was cool to see. Let's see. Back to the chat on YouTube where it's popping. Simon says I should be back more consistently for the rest of the summer. He says Dante was superb, and Eddie says Dante is 20. John says I want to like Dante, but hate his political statements on his armband. No place for it here. Simon says, tell Kenny. Kenny got chopped by Flair at AAA last night. Bill now suspended from the show for 2 months. Yeah, from what the guy reporting. Yeah, the whole AAA thing. I just seen that the other a little earlier today. Yeah, John. Listen, man. I am not a big fan of these political statements on any shows. I won't get into it, but just any political statement either way, I'm not a fan of. I just, as a person who just wants to fucking be free to say what I want to say. Obviously, listen, I'm not like, yeah, be a racist or be, a bigot or, but, listen, everything's not racist, like that's the problem. Everything is racist and cancelable, so I just don't agree with all that sentiments. So I just, I try not to talk about it, and I just don't like to see it. Like I said, left, right, center, anything. I don't like to see it on anything I'm interested in because it doesn't fucking matter. Like for me, I just want to watch what I'm watching. I don't want to hear your fucking political views or your stance or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, again, and that's any side. I don't care what side you think I'm on. If you want to cry about it and come see me, listen, Skype's open, link in the description. Go fuck yourself, all right? Because I have my opinions. I try my best to keep them off of here. Obviously, they leak in. But when I watch shit, I don't care. I just, try not to put it on your shit so much that I have to worry about what I'm watching. Because I don't want to see that. I want to see what I'm watching, not your political view. I don't care if you like Joe Biden, Donald Trump, Obama, Bush. I don't care who you liked, who you disliked. I don't care. I don't want to hear it, see it on my TV when it's not about politics. So if I want politics, I'll go to Fox, I'll go to CNN, I'll go to some of them other fucking stations. I'm not here for that. I'm here for pro wrestling. So that's that. Sorry, I'm going on a little fucking tangent here. Yeah, John says, I want to watch wrestling to take a break from reality and not have it thrown in my face. Exactly. And that's exactly it. And unfortunately, I mean, you get this shit in regular TV shows now, too, where they're fucking force feeding you an angle or a situation and this and that. Can I just fucking enjoy the show? Do I have to fucking hear? Do I have to have it shoved down my throat that you're this way or you're that way or you don't do this or you don't agree with that? I just want to watch it for entertainment, like you said. Take it. It's like it's your getaway from reality. So, all right, let me hop back over to Facebook. It's fucking hopping over back and forth shit is annoying. I can tell you that much. Yeah. All right. Now, next up we had Death Triangle with a promo. This was great. They're taking aim at Andrade, of course. All three guys have their say, which I love it, especially when English is the second language of these wrestlers. I love that they get this opportunity. Again, I don't know. Apparently, WWE has let some of these guys talk, but in AEW, it seems like they're not shy. They don't care. They're like, go get your work in. Because if you don't get the work in, you're never gonna improve it. You know what I'm saying? So I love it. I love that they're getting their opportunities to be on the mic, even if English isn't their first language. I just love it. So that was a great little segment for me. Obviously, I think Penta has a little more trouble with English than Phoenix does. I think Phoenix speaks English pretty damn good, and Penta's like in between, I think. So again, and the more reps they get, the better they get with it. So I love it. I love to see more of it, and that's one thing I love about AEW is they don't shy away from that. You had Hardy and Private Party versus Yuta, Orange, and Chuck Taylor. Um, um, I didn't pay close attention to this, so I have no info on it. So I don't wanna give you anything, any bullshit here. Bill says Bill is way more positive when he doesn't have a co-host. I don't know. I mean, like I don't know if I'm positive so far. I mean, I've told anybody who doesn't agree with what we say on the show to feel free to get on the show and have your words with us. I mean, we open the show to everybody. So if you want to call in even to talk about something that you enjoyed from the show, we're here, man. Link in the description. Skype. Hit it. And it's just more like and then people don't want to hear me wax poetic about fucking politics, etc., etc. I just I just I don't that'll turn people off just to leave the show just from hearing me talk about it trying to be null and void with any of the politics. People just be like, oh, fuck this guy, he's this way, or oh, fuck that guy, he's that way. So no matter what way I am, the other side's gonna say I'm the other side. So it's funny. I deal with it a lot with Facebook groups that I run. Eddie will contest to that. You try to kill it all off of the groups, and the one side goes, the admins are this way, and the other group goes, oh, the admins are that way. Motherfucker, please. Eddie says, are you still craving a cheeseburger? Very much, bro. Very much. Still haven't gotten a cheeseburger. And John says, Alan makes everyone negative. He's just a little ball of hate. That's awesome. All right. Next up, we had Andrade out. I forgot. My bad. Pocket challenged Andrade in that promo with that triangle. So Andrade comes out, accepts Pac's challenge, and they basically line it up for All Out. So that's cool. Nice little addition to All Out. Because listen, again, Andrade, the first time I seen him wrestle was a few weeks ago, and he fucking looked good, man. And I'm like, okay, so you put him in Pac. I mean, Pac can fucking go. So, or Pac, sorry, Pac and Andrade together. I think that's gonna be fireworks. I mean, you WWE like people that like it and have watched it. Maybe they've wrestled before. I know they both were in WWE. I don't know. I'm guessing at the same time at some point. Simon says, Maine. I guess you meant man. Man, I've had some great cheeseburgers. You're making me jealous, Simon. I need me a cheeseburger soon. We get a great Santana Ortiz promo. I just love everything they do with Santana and Ortiz, except the fact that they don't push them. You know what I mean? They're not really in the forefront. I really hope that them, FTR, these other people start to get Rampage as a building platform and get their time on TV, which I think will happen. Next up, we had Statlander versus Nyla Rose. I took a nap. I couldn't tell you what the fuck happened here. I don't care. Neither one of them I really that interested in. Statlander, I was a little early on. She's dynamic. She can do some stuff. She's just a little green, you know. And Nyla, I felt Nyla took some steps forward, and now I just think she's taken a bunch of steps back. I don't know. I don't think she's really gained anything since she's been in the promotion, since the promotion started. Okay. So, next up we had the Brit promo. And I have to tell you, you guys know I love Brit's persona. I hate Brit's wrestling. I don't think Brit should be the champion. She right now doesn't need to be the champion, to be honest with you. She's so over. And I hope they don't use her being over and fans cheering her to have to flip her back to a face, because it's almost like, I don't know the Roman thing, but all I know is what I hear. But it's like they were trying to force Roman as a face, and the fans would just boo. And then when he went heel, they love it. So it's a similar situation where she was a face, she wasn't getting over, she turns heel, she's instantly over. Listen, you got to understand, wrestling fans today, they're smart to the business, so it's different. The kids, you want the kids booing her. The adults are going to cheer her. So when the adults cheer her, doing good heel shit, that means they like the heel shit. Keep her a heel. Okay? It's that simple. Obviously, when you're younger, you don't really understand the shit. You're the bad guy, you know, so you want to boo them. So the kids, you expect the kids to boo them. The adults, they're smart to the game. They're on the internet. They know what's going on. They know these fucking wrestlers. They enjoy the fact that she's such a good heel, so they cheer her. I know it's a kind of a weird situation, but that's kind of the internet age. That's a smart fucking age, you know? Like, that shit started in the mid 90s with when computers became more prevalent in the homes. So, you know, this fucking promo was fucking on fire. I thought this, like, I don't know, maybe I fucking am wrong, but it's my opinion. I thought this promo was probably one of the best promos of the year, if not the best promo I've heard in a couple years. And there's some good promo guys in AEW. I mean, wow. The one spot that really got me, bro, like this fucking really, it gave me chills, was when she goes, "It's been a tough year for Pittsburgh," and as she says that, she rips off her belt and she goes, "I present to you hope," and she holds the belt up to the crowd and does like a, you know, she does a fucking 360. Oh my fucking God, was that amazing. Was that fucking amazing. The pop she got in the crowd. Of course she's in Pittsburgh, her hometown, Britsburg. But just the timing and that part of the promo, I mean, that's fucking incredible. Pittsburgh has had a tough year. And then she goes and she rips off the belt and she goes, "I present to you hope," and just holds it straight over her head and does her little to the crowd 360, and the fucking crowd goes nuts. My God, that was fucking perfection. When I like, that's perfection. That was a fucking perfect interview. Then Red Velvet comes out and they brawl. I get it. You're boosting up the next show. It didn't really hurt the promo because the promo got done and the brawl happened afterward. Fucking incredible. I could have did without the brawl. I understand the brawl. Didn't take away from the promo at all. Fucking incredible. That's all I gotta say. I know I give Britt a lot of shit for her wrestling, but good God, did she fucking kill that promo. Next up, Brian Cage and Ricky Starks. It's just a promo video building up them two having a match. Soon to come. I'm guessing at All Out. I didn't pay attention if they promoted it for that. So, next up we had Uno and Grayson versus the Good Brothers for the Impact Championship. Good match here. And have I ever mentioned how much I love Uno? I mean, I definitely love Uno. um, okay, so another thing I took from this match, I can see. I mean, I don't know. A lot of people hated them early on. A lot of people love Dark Order now, but I can see Uno and Grayson as tag champs. I really can. I think Uno's such a good fucking heel. He's good psychologically. Um, the little cheap shot cheats, the eye poke, the shit like that. I think it's great. I think Grayson can go in the ring hard as fuck. I think he could be the more silent guy, while obviously Uno's great on the mic as well. So I really think I could see those two as tag team champs in the future. Um, John says Pittsburgh's had a tough year. Ever heard of Detroit? I think she meant in terms of sports teams, but yeah, I mean it still works. I think she really just was speaking of, and maybe you're speaking of sports teams as well, because I'm really not up on sports lately. The Tigers must suck, I'm assuming, and the Lions. I mean, the Lions are always close to the shitter, but they've made the playoffs a few times though. Yeah, Heels. That's a show I'm going to be watching. He says, Simon says Doc Gallows has a little cameo in Heels. All right, another thing. There's a Camille promo here. Is it me or does she just have zero fucking charisma? I don't think she has any charisma. It could just be me, man. I don't watch the show, so maybe I'm making it up. Maybe it's just not something that I'm tuned into. So from the promo, I just felt like she has no charisma. Okay, John says, yeah, last plate in every sport. Yeah, all right, John, come on, man. Why are you ruining my praise of this Britsburg shit? um, so yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you guys comments, whatever. Let me know. I mean, am I missing something with Camille? Does she have charisma on NWA or? All right, Simon says she's superb. I don't know. Uh-oh. What'd you do? Would you delete that shit, John? Because they ain't last place, are they? They're like second to last place. Um, Next up, we had a QT promo. He pulls Shivani's son out of the crowd. It's him, Solo, and what's the big motherfucker's name? Camarado. They pull Shivani's son out of the crowd. He say, oh, he wants to be a wrestler. Apparently his son's training to be a wrestler, and they beat him up. They tell Shivani they want to apologize. They want him to apologize, and if he does, QT says says um, he does. He does. I'm sorry, Jesus Christ, I can't read my own typing here. He wants him to apologize. He apologized. QT says his apology is not accepted and hits his son with the diamond cutter. Then Paul White's music hits. Paul White walks to the ring, burning a hole in QT the whole way there. As soon as he gets in the ring, keeps his eye on him. QT throws Solo to Paul White. Paul White grabs him in a choke slam and just keeps staring down QT. Gives him the choke slam. And Paul White just continues to stare right through QT. So we assume that QT and Paul White is going to happen. And for me, who doesn't give a fuck about Paul White or want him or QT or want them to be wrestling, what a better way to use Paul White than against another wrestler I could care less about, right? I mean, it's that simple. The only thing I hope is they don't take up time on Dynamite. Put him, if you want to put him on Rampage, put him on Rampage. Bring somebody like Jungle Boy or Sammy Guevara on Dynamite. Give them time. Or leave them on Dark. Because honestly, that's where QT and Paul White need to be, is on Dark. But we all know Paul White's got the name recognition, so they'll use him for his name recognition. Next up, we had Jericho versus Wardlow. I didn't pay attention. I know it sounds blasphemous. It's the main event. It's the fourth labor of Jericho. Blah, 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 blah. I don't care. I really don't care. Like, I'm bored with it. I love Wardlow. I'm bored with Jericho. Again, why me enjoying Jericho early on crept in after hating Jericho lifelong? I don't know. I could see why I didn't like Jericho. I mean, it's starting to become obvious. And I'm just tired of this whole MJF Jericho thing. It's time to move MJF on to something good. Obviously, MJF is going to wrestle Jericho next week. So, or is it next week or is it at All Out? I don't know. I forget. My apologies. At least research, guys. I don't keep too tight of notes on that stuff. So Simon says Paul White isn't very mobile these days. Yeah, he looked he looked like he wasn't moving too swiftly. Simon says Camille and Jade will be a dream match. Yeah, Jade's still green, man. I mean, keep putting Jade in there with some women just to get reps, and then maybe down the line. All right, so that was it for Dynamite. Nothing too crazy. Again, I think that Britt promo and that Kenny. I want to apologize because I did say that Kenny line was fucking probably the thing of the show, but I forgot the Britt promo was on Dynamite. It wasn't on Rampage. So shout out to Britt and Kenny for the best part of the show. Next up, we have Rampage. So let's get on to Rampage. Now, Rampage opens. This is the first show, obviously. The fucking crowd was steaming hot. I mean, that shit was about to blow. I mean, it was hot in there. We start off the first match is Omega and Christian for the Impact title. All right. Now, during this match, Kenny does a "You Can't Escape." When he does his little slingshot flip, he fucking flung himself into the rope face first. He didn't even hit the corner. I think he did this another time recently, and I don't remember him any of the New Japan matches I've seen him wrestling do this, but he's missed this a few times. And I mean, he fucking caught a fucking rope to the face. I believe they do steel cables where WWE does the rope, and caught a steel cable right to the face with that. It looked like he could have almost knocked himself out. The other thing was like Jericho's on commentary, and it's like Jericho as a wrestler he's face, and as a commentator he's heel. I don't like. What are you doing there? It's very. I don't know. I felt like his commentating was very heelish, or leaning heel. He was leaning towards the heels all night. Very strange. That was very strange. I noticed it mostly during this match. He was giving props to Omega a lot, and so I don't know. I don't usually always focus on the commentating, but I did notice that. I got to be honest, this is the most interest I've had in a Christian Cage match in forever. The match was great. Both guys did a great job. The finish, I got to be honest, was a fucking shocker. For real, just a shocker. And honestly, the ending was as flawless as you could make it without making your current champion for the promotion look weak. I mean, it was fucking flawless. Was the ref distracted for way too long? Yes. I thought the Bucks maybe could have been in the crowd so they were closer, had a chair, tossed it. The ref kind of, being distracted that long was a little far-fetched. That's the one thing I had in my head as I'm watching it. But in terms of the ending, using the chair to get whatever the fuck his finisher move is, to get the win was flawless in terms of he cheated to get it. Kenny didn't lose flat out. He won the title, and Kenny still looks good as the AEW champ. I mean, that's the type of shit we're looking for. This is the booking we want. This type of shit. Except, again, I think the distraction could have been a little shorter. The Bucks kind of looked like they were taking their sweet fucking time. Yeah. So I will say, while that was great, number one. Number two, God, Christian as a champ in TNA, whatever. I don't watch TNA and all, but it's sad to see Kenny lose a belt because he never really did as much as I would have liked him to do as the belt collector. The whole belt collector thing, they really didn't capitalize on it. I felt like they really dropped the ball with it in some aspects. So, whatever. Next up, we had a promo with Christian with the championship in the back, Jungle Boy, and what the fuck's that guy's name? Jesus Christ, Jurassic Express. I'm blanking on his name, the dinosaur. So they're there. They just cut the promo, and I believe in the background was Orange Cassidy. Does that mean Orange Cassidy's gonna wrestle him for the Impact title? Curious, or was he just kind of being Orange Cassidy and slothfully hanging around? Next up, we had a little promo for Fuego leading into the match with Miro versus Fuego. Now, again, this is one line I did catch Jericho say, which is hilarious, and it's fucking hilarious because I've thought this every time they mention where Fuego's from. He goes, "What kind of luchador comes from Alabama?" Fucking brilliant. It's exactly what's on my mind every time I catch, whenever I see a Fuego match and they mention he's from Alabama, I'm like, where the fuck, how is he a luchador from Alabama? So I got to pop out of that. I will tell you what, this, like, talk about book, like, AEW doing fucking flawless shit. The Brit promo, the booking of the title loss by Kenny Omega earlier in the show, and the booking of this match was fucking amazing. You know, Fuego's like a fan favorite. He's obviously never going to be a top tier guy, but he's a fan favorite, and they played it up. He's also done a lot on Sammy's vlog because they're good friends. So, you know, the whole tornado DDT jokes and shit they do on there. Not everybody watches that stuff, but still, it is a large audience. Before the match starts, Fuego hits a tornado DDT. The ref holds him back. You can't. The match hasn't started. Boom, boom, boom. The match finally starts. Hits him with another tornado DDT. All right. Then he hits him with another fucking tornado DDT. And this time, the third time, Miro rolls out. He's out of the ring. So then he's like, shit, what do I do? Fuego's like, what do I do? What do I do? So then the ref starts counting. He gets 8, 9. Miro jumps up and gets in. So you're like, holy shit, could he win by countout? Which would have been fucking nuts, right? Then they say, oh, well, Fuego gave him the tornado DDT before the match, so that set it off. Then he gave him another one, and then third one's a charm. He counts him out. I almost fucking like thought they were literally going to give Fuego the title. You know, obviously it might have been a one-time thing, and I got to give Simon credit for this because Simon said this in the private chat. He said, I would love Fuego to have a 1, 2, 3 Kid Razor Ramon moment. And I fucking totally agree. And I thought they might do it here, especially with that third one and close to a count out. It was fun. It was fucking fun, man. And of course, it was fun while it lasted. And I really thought they were gonna have him get the pin. You know, maybe I might revert. Maybe the second one he went out of the ring, and then he hit him with the third one. And that's where I thought he was going to actually get the pin. It was if I'm not mistaken, it was super close. But anyway, it was fucking great. He loses the match, obviously. Miro beats him. And out comes, so he loses the chance to get the title. Not the title, the contract. I believe he's already been signed. I mean, I think they signed him a few months back anyway. So basically, Sammy and TK come out, and Sammy says Fuego's earned a contract even in the loss. The fans love him. It was a great moment. Sammy, though, gets him with a nice little jab where he goes, even though you're 1 in 50, the fans love you. So I really thought that was funny. I thought I popped for that. I thought it was a really feel-good moment. And people online are like, oh, well, that was the whole point of the stipulation. Why still give them people are just like, whatever. Like, whatever. Anyway, I that's the last thing that came to my head, So I just didn't really. I didn't give a fuck that they still gave him a contract. It's like he tried hard. He went up against the Beast. He lost. The fans love him. Of course, give him a fucking contract. That's what's on my mind when I see this. So
Next up, we had Red Velvet and Britt interviewed by Mark Henry. Now, they did this like a ESPN split screen. You had the interviewer in the middle, Britt and Red Velvet on each side. And I like this. This is like an MMA type of deal, like a face off, but in different rooms type of deal. So this worked great. This looked great. It felt great. It's not like when they've tried to do the press conferences and the weigh-ins where those all felt contrived and stupid and just didn't feel good. Like it didn't feel right, So I really like this. I like that they captured the vibe that they were looking for with it, and I wouldn't mind more of those, And next up is the main event. We had the women in the main event. You had Britt versus Red Velvet for the women's title. The match was pretty good. Britt's still lazy, and she's slow to get up when she's on the ground and needs to get up. She's very slow. She don't have a fucking fire under her ass to move fast. She still misses shit during matches. I only caught one or two things she missed though. There was one where she was trying to do something with the arm, but she ended up like underhooking the armpit, and then she had to just drop her arm out and grab the arm. So it was like it didn't look right. Again, I don't know. I mean, it was better than I thought the match was gonna be, but still, yeah. I think she needs to stop being a lazy. It's funny because she's lazy in the ring, but she's not lazy in her gimmick. You know what I mean? So, hopefully that stuff all gets worked out. Simon says Britt wrestled a good match. Yeah, she wrestled a decent match. It was pretty good. It was, but there's still some things. I thought there was great. This another great heel moment for her during this match was when Rebel was cheating with the crutch. I believe Red Velvet was in the corner, and she kind of put or she was on the ropes anyway. Oh no, she might have been on the ropes. So she puts the crutch. She holds each side of the crutch and pulls it into Red Velvet's throat as the rope kind of pushes Red Velvet. So she's kind of giving her a nice choke. And while she's doing that, Britt's arguing with the ref to distract him, but the ref's looking right at Britt. Even though it's happening behind Britt, it's lower. And then Britt takes her foot and pushes the crutch with her foot harder into her throat. Again, Britt, fucking perfect heel shit right there. I really think that the gimmick side of Britt is just right now just fucking one of the best things going in professional wrestling. And that was just great heel cheating. All right. After the match, Britt attacks Red Velvet, and Statlander runs in to make the save. And then out comes Jamie Hayter to help Britt. Now, remember a few weeks ago, Britt said she's got some help coming. Now, Jamie Hayter was with AEW early on. Pandemic happened. I believe she's from Europe. Simon might know. She's out from your side of the woods there, UK. And since then, she hasn't been back to AEW. And it looks like they signed her because they put Jamie Hayter's All Elite. She got a new look, lighter hair. She looks in good shape. So, just another nice addition to the women's division. And more to look out for. And as far as the show all over, Rampage, I loved it. Like the very first 4 episodes of Dynamite were just all wrestling and all fast paced, and it felt like boom, 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 and they didn't let it breathe, right? This felt like it felt fast paced like that, but it also felt like they let it breathe, like there were video vignettes and promos, but the show felt boom, 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 boom. You just kept getting hit with fucking fun shit. And I really felt this show was awesome. Obviously, it's a first show, so they want to show out. Next week, we more than likely are getting CM Punk, so they're going to show out for that as well. I really enjoyed it. I really liked the pace of it and the fact that with that pace, they also put promos in. I have a feeling this isn't going to be an hour show for long. I have a feeling TNT is going to push for 2 hours sooner than later. I give it 6 months. Under, probably not over. 6 or under, probably not over. Also, a nice idea will be a 90-minute show. When I was talking to Big Dub on the side saying I think it's going to get 2 hours, he said, how about a 90-minute show? And I said, you know what, that's a great fucking idea. So, Simon says Hater is from the UK. She's pretty good, and the times I've seen her. And Simon says 1 hour shows are ace. Yeah, I like the 1 hour show. I think a 90-minute show might be better. You might be able to get a little more. Plus, I want just a little more time for other wrestlers that aren't getting Dynamite time to have time on Rampage. So an hour and a half, 2 hours, I wouldn't be upset with. I'm fine with an hour show. It went pretty fast. Again, fast paced, moved well, and they included promos, which is cool. It wasn't just nonstop action. So I give it an A+. Their first show was an A+. I look forward to next week. I think that's going to be another A+ show. Listen, maybe I'm putting my foot in my mouth, but whatever. And I mean, I'm looking forward to these Jersey and New York shows because obviously there's rumors about the New York show. And obviously I'm in Jersey, so I want to see how that goes because I believe they've sold like 15, 16, 17,000 tickets to that. So I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait. And I don't know the ratings for Rampage yet. I don't know if they came out, but I'll look into that. I'll be keeping my eye out for that. So, but yeah, I mean, this is it, man. I mean, that's all I really have to say on AEW this week. As always, I just want to thank everybody for listening, whether it be live or on the audio version. You know, we'd love to have you live, 3:05 Eastern Standard Time in the U.S. If you can make it every Sunday. So if you can, please join us. And like I said, you have any concerns or issues about what our opinions are on the podcast and you think we're wrong and we should just be rah, 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 then come on and tell us why. Because honestly, like, life isn't rah, rah, rah. Nothing's perfect. And I'm going to tell you when it's not perfect. And you'll hear when it's great. I mean, I think I did a pretty good job shitting on what I needed to shit on and talking about the great shit, you know. So, yeah, I try to be down the middle. Sometimes it feels like there's a little more negative than other times, but that's just fucking reality of what's going on, you know. Nothing's going to be perfect constantly, especially 52 weeks a year. You're not going to have perfect television every week. Simon says Rampage ratings are out Monday. Okay. Yeah, so I'll be looking out for that. So anyway, please like, share, subscribe on YouTube. Like and share on Facebook. Like the page and like the video and share the video as well, please. We are on Twitter, AEW Uncensored. Email AEW Uncensored Podcast at gmail.com. Like I said, we are on Facebook, AEW Uncensored Podcast. Put that in the search bar. We have a page and a group. They will both pop up. Like the page, join the group. You can find us on all third-party podcast applications, Google Podcasts, Deezer, TuneIn, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, and iTunes. Please write us a review on iTunes. Why are the negative reviewers writing reviews on iTunes and the ones that listen to our show and like it are not? Please write us a review. Skype, link in the description. You want to come on a show and tell us why we're wrong for being negative, hit me on Skype and get on the fucking show. If you just want to talk about something that happened on AEW, hit us on Skype and get on the show. If you want to, I don't know, if you went to the show and you want to let us know how you felt and how the show felt live, get us on Skype. Get us on Skype. That's how you can join this show live. Your voice on this show saying, hi, I like this. Hi, I dislike that. Hi, you're this. Hi, you're that. Like I said, and to my buddy, the Fishman06, the offer still stands. If you're fucking man enough, come on the show and tell me where I'm wrong. Tell Alan where we're wrong. Tell whatever, Big Dub, whoever the fuck's been on the show, and you dislike what we say, tell us where we're wrong. And that's that. I mean, I'm not going to be perfect. I'm not Jim Cornette for sure. But I'm also not going to, just sugarcoat shit just for the sake of you, or anybody else who just wants to suck AEW off and make like they're perfect, because they're really not. So that's it.
Thank you, everybody. Eddie, you haven't watched Rampage yet. I know you do go to bed early, so yeah. So, and I know you work Saturday, so definitely check it out. It was good, man. You and your, I know you work with your boy that isn't the AEW. So, thank you, everybody. We love you. 3:05 Eastern every Sunday. Catch us live. You know, shout out to Uncensored family. We love you all. Everybody that's been in the chat today, thank you. Love you guys, and everybody who ain't been there, Kenny, George. Hopefully, you guys still listening. We love you. And any of the past guys that used to be in the chat, hopefully you still listen too, and you just can't get in the chat. So, peace out to everybody. Peace.